Good morning, I'm Viti, and this is La Cocina de la Abuela. And today we bring you a very special video, a compilation of 3 desserts made with only 3 ingredients. 3 recipes that really work. You're gonna love them. You know, let me know in the comments which of the 3 you liked the most. First, a cheap dessert for the whole week made with stale bread and 3 other ingredients. Fantastic dessert for the whole week. It's super quick to make, really easy, and as you can see in the picture, it turns out incredible. So creamy. Wow! You have to make this recipe. Your guests will be amazed. I'll have a spoonful. So good! 180 grams of stale bread, bread from the day before, 1 liter of milk, 4 large eggs, sugar, 150 grams of sugar, that's all. Of course, for this dessert, you can use any type of bread you want, and mixing different kinds also works very well. Of course, sandwich bread. This type, the ends that nobody wants, those crusts that kids sometimes leave behind, they also work. You can also add pastries, those croissants that have been left around, I don't know, muffins, whatever you want, anything works. You can use anything that's left over in your kitchen. Use every last bit. We cut the bread into pieces. This way, we'll take some work off our machines. It'll go faster, it'll soak through sooner, and it'll turn out better. Pieces. Well, as small as you have the patience to cut. I don't have much patience, so I'm gonna make these little pieces. And that's it. As you can see, I'm using a serrated knife. No effort at all. You can also do it by hand, you know, just like this. You break them into pieces. And how? Do it however you want, as long as they're in small pieces. Well, now we have all our bread cut up. Let's switch gears. We're gonna use a large bowl, and here we're gonna put all these pieces of bread. One more thing, the crustier the bread you use, the darker your dessert will turn out. If you use a softer bread, even sandwich bread and things like that, it'll turn out lighter. Using a traditional bread with lots of crust will make it turn out darker. As soon as you have them, add the milk. We need a liter for all this huge pile of bread. We're going to leave them here for 10 minutes until they've soaked up the milk really well. And now we're ready. I'm going to prepare the basic, cheap version. If you want to add more ingredients, no problem. Look at the nuts. Peanuts go really well with it. Almonds go really well. Coconut goes really well. Raisins go really well. Figs go really well. Almost everything goes well with it. So, whatever you like. Even pineapple, canned pineapple in its juice, chopped up, is amazing in it. Super juicy. The bread is already soft. And now we're gonna blend it. You can use a blender or an immersion blender, whichever you prefer. In it goes. On top. We cover it well. And now we have it ready. And we blend it for 2 or 3 minutes. And that's it. That's enough. There you have it. Nicely beaten. We go back to the bowl. I've rinsed it so there aren't any bits of bread left. We're just not gonna dirty more things. In go the eggs.
Recomendables.
It's recommended to crack them in another container. That way, you won't have any bits of shell left. Important. If you crack them here, the shell falls in. Then we've got a mess. The eggs go inside. And the sugar. We beat it well until it's fully combined. It'll only take us about a minute. Metal, ceramic. It gets scratched. Don't do it. I always do it, and it's not right. You have to use these. They're soft. And they don't scratch. The result is the same. And the mold lasts much longer. Boom! Boom! Well, this is ready now. You see, there it is. Well mixed. Do you see that little foam coming out? That means it's ready. So let's start adding our previous mixture. There it goes. We add it in.
Oramos.
We mix for about a minute. Of course, if you want to use electric beaters, go ahead, okay? Although I think it's not necessary here. With the manual ones, it's super quick. Make sure the egg and sugar are well distributed throughout what will be our dessert. All right, let's go. Here it goes. Let's get the mold. You can add caramel if you're going to flip it. That also works really well. Since I'm not going to do that, I'm just going to grease it with butter. Margarine works too, and so does oil. All we're looking for is to create a layer that prevents our dessert from sticking, so just a quick coat. Boom. Boom!
¿Y?
And that's it. Now just fill it up to the edge with the mixture we made earlier. Here you go. Up to the edge. There you go. We're going to cook using a water bath, so we need to place our mold either inside a larger baking dish or directly in the oven tray and cover the base with water. Here I go. How much? Well, enough so that about half of the mold is covered. Let's see how we're doing. Be really careful here because it's very full and we don't want to drop it. Done. Perfect. We preheat our oven to 180 degrees using top and bottom heat. If you don't have top and bottom heat, that's okay. Just preheat to 180 degrees and that's it. You'll still get a super delicious dessert. As soon as it reaches the temperature, in it goes. We'll bake it for just 45 minutes and we'll have quite a dessert. Well, the dessert is in the oven, so make the most of it. And for those of you who aren't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Down below, there's a red subscribe button. Just press the button and you'll be subscribed. Right next to it, there's a bell. Activate it and you'll get notified about my updates. When I upload a video, at least 2 a week, and sometimes more, I always put out at least 3. Of course, it's totally free. Don't miss it. After some time, this is how it should look. Be careful because it can burn you, and so can the water. Wait a little bit before taking it out of the water, and let it cool down undisturbed for at least an hour. Although it's best to wait 3 or 4 hours. If you can hold on, it will taste even better. The time has passed, so I'm heading to the table. Look how good it looks. Wow. A little slice. It's very creamy, and the knife slides through easily. And now we're going to use the spatula to maneuver a piece out and show you the inside. There you have it. Incredible. Dessert. With bread and 3 ingredients, a pudding, a bread pudding, call it whatever you want. The important thing is that it's delicious. Secondly, the classic Tocino de Cielo, a delicious egg yolk cake Super easy and incredible tocino de cielo. With the traditional recipe and the result you see in the picture, here you go. Look at that creaminess. It's saying, eat me. Wow. And it's as simple to prepare as measuring out 250 grams of sugar. We pour it into a saucepan. And we continue with the next ingredient. The cheapest one, 250 milliliters of water. You guessed it! Into the saucepan. We combine both ingredients and bring it to a boil. Medium-high heat. As soon as the mixture comes to a boil, starts bubbling like this, take it off the heat, let it rest. And in the meantime, let's move on to the next ingredient. Eggs. We'll need 6 egg yolks. We're gonna put them in a large bowl so we have room to work, and also 1 whole egg. Put everything in and mix well. Well, soon we'll have our egg well beaten, nicely mixed. Then it's time to use another trick. If you put a damp cloth under the bowl, it won't move around. And that way I can add the other ingredient and record at the same time. So there's no need to hold it. Just a hand here. Another hand there. And we pour it in. Our syrup. Made with water and sugar, pour it in slowly in a thin stream. Keep stirring constantly. We want it to blend in really well. Right now it should be warm. It's not super hot. It's already cooled down and is just warm now. This is how it looks. Perfect. Super easy. Take your time. This will take you 20 seconds at most. And you'll notice it in the end. No doubt about it. As soon as you have everything mixed together, we're going to use a mold. There you go. We're going to coat it with liquid caramel. It looks amazing. And super quick. 0 complications. Coat the mold well, and you'll have that step done. 100 grams of sugar, 30 grams of water, and a few drops of lemon juice. With these ingredients, you'll make your own caramel. You just have to put it in a pan. Medium heat, and wait patiently without stirring it until it melts. As soon as it starts to turn a little brown, no, not brown, lighter, golden, you take it off and it's ready. If it starts to brown, it will taste bitter. It's hard to make. The process is simple, but it burns very often. And also if it touches your skin. It will burn you. It burns a lot. Be careful. If you don't want all that hassle, liquid caramel.
Al estilo sirope.
Or it's more than enough for the bottom. Let's go. Take the shortcut. Even easier. You choose. Well, now we have our caramel-coated mold. And we're going to pour our mixture through a strainer because you'll remove all the imperfections that the mixture might have, and your Tocinillo de Cielo will turn out. Smooth, creamy, tasty, and just as it should be. Perfect. Here we go. We cover it with aluminum foil. And now, it's time to start cooking. To heat it up, we're going to do it in a water bath. A larger container, water, more or less, up to halfway. Of the small mold we're going to make our Tocinillo in, the water is hot. We place it in the center. If you didn't add enough water, just add a bit more. And that's it. I'll let you know the Tocinillo won't be very big since it's a dense dessert served in small portions. For a taller result, use a small mold. Don't go too big with the mold, or it'll turn out thin, which isn't ideal. Into the oven, 180 degrees Celsius, which is 356 Fahrenheit, 40 minutes. That's it. After that time, you take it out. You peel back the paper a little. Be careful, it's hot. And you poke it.
Ay.
If the paring knife or the knife comes out clean, it means it's ready. And all you have to do is wait for it to cool down to room temperature. And now, being careful not to burn yourself, we take out our Tocino de Cielo. Here, on a rack, we're gonna let it cool down until it's warm, and then into the fridge, at least 6 hours. After that time, here you have it. Look how amazing it looks. Wow. Let's flip it over. And I'm gonna show you a trick to unmold it. In these cases, with these caramel preparations, it works really well. We flip it over, it doesn't come out. So I'm gonna get a container, like a Pyrex, like glass, with super hot water. I put it on top, and it will melt the caramel. There it is. And as soon as it melts, it will come off as if by magic. It takes about 5 minutes, but it always works. Here you have it. Look at this Tocinillo de Cielo. Incredible. It looks amazing, no matter how you look at it. Let's go to the table. Tocinillo de Cielo. Super easy and delicious.
Ras. ¿Quién da más?
Well, me, because I'm gonna add it
Un chorrito de caramelo, un toque soup.
with caramel. It goes really well with it. Look at that presentation on the table.
Wow.
Incredible. You have to make it. Simple, affordable, basic ingredients. The kind you have at home. Look at the result. Like from a pastry shop. Now let's cut a slice, so you can see the inside. See how the knife glides through it. An absolute marvel. And it has body to it. It's creamy. And look how incredible it looks. So, challenge completed. There you go. Look, I feel like digging in with my spoon. It looks amazing. You have to make it. You won't regret it. The grand finale couldn't be left out. A cheesecake made with just 3 ingredients. Fluffy and super creamy. And it's as easy as separating them.
4 yemas de 4 claras de huevo. Y lo vamos a hacer así. Dejamos los huevos en un cuenco.
And that's it. That's it. And that's it.
Botellita, aprieto y absorbo. Y así saco las yemitas de forma individual. Vosotros podéis hacerlo como
And that's it.
una detrás de otra.
And that's it.
Zasca. Enseguida las tengo. Este trucazo.
And that's it. Already.
Más, le añadimos 250 gramos de queso crema.
Did you notice? The tubs? Now they're 200 before they were 250. They've reduced the size, but the price is still the same. Wow, man. 250 had 50 already. And a whole one adds up to 250. Crank, we beat it right away. We beat it for 20 seconds. Next ingredient. Look how it pours. 250 grams of condensed milk. Maximum sweetness. We're gonna add it to the previous mixture little by little in a thin stream so the sweetness spreads throughout the whole mixture. Now for the egg whites, we beat them until stiff peaks form with the electric mixer. Super fast, you see. It only took me 20 seconds. Cotton laughs. It doesn't fall, it's perfect, and now we're going to mix the contents of both bowls. Here we go. Just use gentle folding motions until everything is fully combined. In a mixture like this, you see the little bubbles. That means we have a lot of air inside, which is perfect for the mix. Square mold, round, rectangular, semi-spherical, hexagonal, tetrahedral. Any shape is fine. The only important thing is that it's well greased with butter, so it doesn't stick. If you don't want to use butter, you can use oil. That works too, but make sure it's well greased so the cake will come out really easily. This is a 20 centimeter mold. Let's go. I'm Beat, and this is La Cocina de la Abuela. Shall we continue? Our whole wonderful creation goes in. Use the little trick. This won't move at all with the ladle. I've got it I'm gonna cover it, and we're gonna do a double bake. So cover it well with aluminum foil or an oven-safe lid. This time we're making our baked cheesecake. We need a water bath. Enough water to cover half the pan, about 3 centimeters or so, and then into the oven. Another way to make this dessert, which I really like, is in the pressure cooker. You save money, you save time, and it's super easy. Let me tell you, you would have to put this inside a pressure cooker too, with about 3 centimeters of water. We close it, and from the moment the valve closes and it starts to release steam, we count 5 minutes. After that time, we turn off the heat and leave it there. We don't worry. When it has cooled down and lost pressure, which takes about 35 to 40 minutes, it's ready. Leave it there, take it out, and it will be ready. Oh, here you go. We preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius, which is 356 Fahrenheit. Once it reaches the temperature inside, bake for 35 minutes at 180 degrees, 356 Fahrenheit. After the time is up, we take it out. Don't worry because it's not cooked yet. Be careful not to lose any fingers. If you're not as impatient as I am, you can use a cloth or something else, and you won't burn yourself. All right, I've got it. There it is. I put it back in the oven and bake it for 10 more minutes uncovered. That way we'll get this toasted finish on top. We pierce it with a small knife, and if it comes out clean, it's ready. Let's take it out of the water. And let it rest for at least 35 minutes so the flavors can concentrate. Then put it in the fridge for at least 4 hours. And that's it. There you go. If you leave it overnight, it'll taste even better. All right, doesn't it look amazing? Honestly, it's really worth it because it uses very few ingredients. It's easy to make, and all you have to do is laughter. And then you flip it. Here you go. This is it. I have the presentation plate ready to flip it over. And there you go. Look. No matter how you look at it, it looks amazing. And that's it. To the table. There it is. Cheesecake made with 3 ingredients. Super fluffy. A little sprinkle of powdered sugar on top of our cakes. And that's it. Laughs. I'm just going to take out a piece. I want you to see it. I'm going to bring it closer to the camera. Look at the fluffy side. Incredible. Wow. So good. And the top part is even better. From here, we'll move it to the plate. Let's go. Look. What a nice piece. Can you see it? It's saying, eat me. No, it's screaming. Look at it. Oh my, this is amazing to me. And now I'm gonna show you a close-up. How fluffy it is. Look, see how it goes down and then comes back up. This is wonderful. Well, that's it for today's show. Which of the 3 recipes did you like the most? I'll tell you. My favorite was the Tocinillo de Cielo. Thank you for coming. Much love to you all. I read your comments, and I'll see you in the next video.